Here's a -18 run on Maple Hill in Challenge the World. Hole 1 is the glide skip paradigm. Ideally, I'm right on this road, get a bit of a dead skip there. That's not a problem, it's very savable. That 261, I'm going to take the warship that would go 261 straight and aim it through that triple mando. Well, not a mando, but pretty much a mando you need to go through to get over here and get that birdie. Ideally, I'm getting in position to run that eagle for this Challenge the World run, but I wasn't, and enough restarts gets frustrating. This is an accurate glide sapphire. Aim over to the left and give it some anhyzer. I'm not worried at all about being behind this wall. If you're touching that wall, you're actually within the putting range to use the putting motion. I'd probably ideally be a little bit back off the wall because I'm more comfortable throwing in from 50 feet as opposed to that 49. Hole 3 is a line from Reese. Take that glide roll rive on a forehand and get it up this gap to get to a good place for the throw-in. It can be pretty forgiving as well as pretty punishing if you hit some of those trees early on. It's kind of a crapshoot whether you're going to have a look or not. But we do get a look there after getting through clean to get that birdie on hole 3. Moving on to hole 4. This is going to be an ace run because I have the one wind on this. It's the same aim point and power as you would use for a Sunshine Glade 1, just with higher risk, and we just missed it. Luckily did stay in safe there to be able to get this putt in and take another birdie. 4 down through 4 is a solid start. I'd like to be 5 at this point, but I'm going to keep working through and see if we can keep up a birdie run. Hole 5 is just the glide sapphire, getting out here around the corner to be able to get close to get this birdie. There's definitely ace run potential there. If you want to work on figuring that out, I just feel like I have better chances if I'm just getting there for birdie. That throw-in is unique because you're uphill from the basket, but the basket is raised. So you do the same power for that as you would ignoring the raised basket. This is a glide sapphire, aim low and give it the hyzer to get around the corner here. The glide sapphire is plenty to get up to this basket, as you can see right there for the birdie tap in. Moving on to Maple Hill hole 7. Hole 7 is a kind of tough gap to hit. If you hit the straight gap, you're good. This is better with a straighter disc. The wind is going to push this glide sapphire further out to the left than I like. That tree is pretty lucky, keeping me within a potential throw-in range. If you slide too far off to the left, you're going to be blocked out by those trees over on the left of the basket, giving you not really any real look. But we got 7 down through 7. We are off to a great start. The iconic hole 8. This is just a glide sapphire out there to get to the base. Again, another one you can ace run. I feel like ace run just unnecessarily brings OB into play, going out that gap in the back. The drop zone is not as hard to hit here as it is in real life, but you don't want to end up there and take the par when most people are going to be getting the birdie, especially in multiplayer. Here's hole 9. I'm going to take this on my backhand, throw it up there, and this is kind of a prayer for me. In some of these run-throughs, it gets down there great. Others, it doesn't. This is looking like it might be a great chance. Caught some trees there, which kept me a little shorter than I would have liked. Let's see if I can get the early eagle, give me a stroke to play with. Go about 120 with that wind. Just off to the left. Another very close call, just like on hole 4. We're still keeping the birdie streak, so we're going to keep going through. Not going to restart yet. Hole 10, I'm going to take the light glide paradigm. I just want to get up there and out to the right. I don't want to go too far up and be right up against that platform or the hill wall. If you're up against that wall, you don't have much of a look. From here, it's about 20 feet of power added, but that wind allows me to go pretty much the same 80 feet that the distance marker was showing on that. 10 through 10, looking good. Hole 11, there's definitely a line with the glide skip rive out to the right. I'm going to remember that now that I have this eagle line. If you get far enough out to the right without getting caught up in those bushes, you can skip right down this pathway that I'm on there and have a potential look for the eagle. I didn't quite get the skip there. It wasn't the best wind to get it. I was trying to figure out the best way to scramble. I'm thinking maybe warship up that right gap. It's just looking a little more open on the left. So I'm going to swap over there and take the forehand warship up next to this basket for the tap and birdie. Eagles are nice, but birdies get you -18. So let's see if I can keep this stroke going. Here I'm making the eagle run. If I can get this turned just enough to get down this gap on the right side, you have a good look. I'm nowhere near enough turned over. It's going to be a little bit of scramble play. I was hoping I could hit that tree and stay a little bit more in the open, but it's not. 189 down there. Let's make sure I'm clear of this collision and bend that harp around the corner. Lucky through some trees there to get down for this next birdie. I know if I make a mistake, there's an opportunity on 17 to get an eagle. I have a pretty risky line there I can take if I need it, if I make a mistake along the way. This is 13, the accurate roll musket, aim low on the basket, and get it down this hill. It's pretty far downhill. I want to bail off to the left a bit there. To the right is a lot more blocked off than the left is, but I got in the putting range, which is a great place to be when you're on the -18 run. Going for that. Great. Going on to Maple Hill 14. 14 is just a very simple accurate glide sapphire. Aim at the basket and throw it down the hill. The sapphire is going to get there. It's not going to ace run, but you're going to have a good chance to be there for the quick and easy birdie like we're going to get here. You might have to disc up to arrive or your distance driver, your roll distance driver, if you have a headwind there. 15 is a very tough one. I like to take the light glide paradigm, power it down to get it down this gap. That leaked off a little bit to the left. I feel like the musket just has too much fade and doesn't keep enough height on its way down to that basket. So I like the paradigm powered down a lot more for the straight flight that has a lot more lift and just keeps flying straight at that basket, despite that one fading off a little bit. 16, tough wind here. Again, I like to go powered down, light glide paradigm. This is leaking hard to the right. See if I can get lucky through there. Very lucky to poke out and have even a bit of a look. 112 is a 3 cross headwind. This is a tough throw in. See if I can drop that in there. Yes, did get that dropped in. 16 through 16. So I'm not going to go for my backhand eagle play here. The backhand eagle play is really trying to cut it through the bushes. I'm just going to go forehand paradigm. Hope that the wind can push me somewhere over there. Maybe get lucky through these trees. Caught a little bit of collision, but it's really looking like a great spot anyway. 125. I'm just going to go for it. Again, it's downhill, but a raised basket, so I'm throwing it just like it's 125. So 100 feet of power with that 2 tailwind. Sweet. So I got that eagle, which means 18, which can be a really tough par. I'm going to just make sure I tough birdie. Make sure I at least get that par. So I turn this over a little bit more than I normally would, just to make sure I didn't leak OB on the left. And I successfully did not leak OB on the left. So let's throw this one with the roll musket up here to the base. Don't you jump over that wall. Again, leaked a little bit right on that one, but got a lucky hit there. 127 uphill. This could potentially seal the -19. See if it gets there just a little bit high, but it stayed in. I am going to be able to tap in the par and take the -18. See the secret reward disc that's coming there. Got Master Maple Hill Gold. Got 0 gold for it, but let's see what else is coming when we finish this out and move to the reward screen, collect a little bit of experience, and get a turn water skip rive. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Good luck with your rounds. Stay bogey free.